This is Lonnie Otterson with Trash Talk Today, and today we're going to talk about our pre-trip inspection process. This is really critical to make sure we're going to have a safe day when we're out on the route. I typically like to start mine by with the front corner on the driver's side, or on the street side as we refer this to, checking my tires, looking for any obvious leaks, maybe in the hydraulics or any drips that could be a problem. As we walk around the truck, we're checking all of our tires just to make sure that we don't have any problems with any flats. Okay, once we've completed this, we will continue to walk around our vehicle, documenting anything that might be a safety hazard or anything that might be damaged on our vehicle. We want to identify that. Anything that needs to be repaired should be part of your pre-inspection checklist. Most companies out there have a very detailed inspection process that's in accordance with regulations put forth by the DOT. Okay, so if we stick along with that in our inspection process, we'll get through this, and the last thing we'll do is we'll start our truck. As we're going around here, I'm looking for any damage to my lights or anything, and after we start this vehicle up, we're going to check all of our lights to make sure we have turn signals, all of our caution lights, brake lights, and everything works properly. Maintaining visibility when you're out on your route is very important to safety. That's why we have so many lights on here. We have many different light packages that reflect light, and they give us a nice pattern here, attract people's attention. And we want to make sure that these lights are functioning properly out there so that people see us, because as we stop on our routes and we're throwing trash into here, we need to be highly visible so that nobody has any accidents. As we get around our truck, we walk around and we can check our linkages to make sure that all of our linkages are working properly on this truck as well. And we can do this right after we start it up as part of our warm-up process. This is the point where we're going to come to. We've walked around the outside of our vehicle. Now we need to check our fluid levels prior to our engine startup. Most chassis builders today have made it very easy for us to check our fluids. We can simply pull out our dipstick and read that. And if necessary, we can go into the shop and have them top us off. It's really important to recognize that there's a difference between engine oil and transmissions, and that we don't get those mixed up. Windshield wipers are very important to our safety and our ability to see and be seen while out on the road. Inspect your windshield wipers, talk to your service people, and have them replaced if necessary. Don't start a day with a bad windshield wiper. After that, with this unit, we have a front mounted pump. We would check that and see if there's any obvious signs of leak on that. No leak, no damage. I think we're time to start the truck. We've completed our walk around our vehicle, checked all of our fluid levels. Now it's time to start this thing up, let it warm up, and working in a two-man team, we're going to check our lights to make sure that all our lights are working according to our recommendations. It's very important that when we're entering that we use a three-point contact to get in and out of your vehicle. That way you don't have any slips or falls. The obvious one is the outside grab rail. We also have an inside one. And we make sure that we're properly seated and belted in before we start up. At McNeilus, we always want to honk our horn before we start the vehicle to alert people who might be around it that we are about to start our vehicle. As part of an operator, it's my job to ensure that I have adequate air pressure being generated here for me to run my brakes. Now we'd like to check our lights. It's important that we adjust our mirrors so that we can see and be seen on both the driver's side or the curb side of your vehicle. Working in a two-man team, once we've given the proper hand signals for left and right hand turn signals and braking, we can check those out. That's your basic pre-trip inspection process. Every company out there has their own detailed pre-trip and post-trip inspection. Follow yours. They're mostly in accordance with DOT regulations to ensure that you operate a safe fleet and that you go home in one piece, accident-free. This is Lonnie Otterson with Trash Talk Today. Happy hauling.